All praise belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Peace and blessings upon the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
الملك الذي من أصل ملك الذي ملك أزلي وأبدي هو واحد، هو الله. هو الله تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء.
All praise belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
فالعزيز في الحقيقة
The mighty is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
لأن أهل العزة من
And He gives izzah, He gives might, and He gives strength to those He wishes.
من سواهم جل جلاله وتعالى في علاه فإن
All glory and all might and all power belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
أيها العقليات المصدقة أن غير هذا الإله
Anyone who believes that anyone other than Allah has power or has the ability to raise themselves,
محصورة المغلوطة المتوهمة أن غير الله هذا
anyone who thinks that,
إن عشتم على
if you live in that state of delusion,
وصلتم إلى شديد
you will one day
يوم يذل الله من لم يعرف العزة
realize the falseness of this, and you'll have remorse and you have regret, and you'll realize that all power and all might belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
يبذل العزة إلا بالإيمان
And izzah and might and glory only comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For those who believe in Him,
الله وإياه
He only gives it to those who believe in Him.
وقوي إيمانه وصدق في الإيمان وترقى فيه.
We ask Allah to be amongst those who follow the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and have firm belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
بعد صدق
We follow Him absolutely and completely,
ومتابعة اقتداء
and we surrender to His
من فلا
command, as Allah says. They will not believe until they make you the judge and make you the one who dictates their affairs, and then they submit completely without any reserve in that.
عادات الخلائق لبعضهم البعض كل ما خالف هذه القيادة هو فاسد.
Anything that goes against the leadership of the Prophet ﷺ is darkness and is wrong and is evil and is loss.
بالحقيقة كل
Any leadership that goes against his leadership sallallahu alaihi wasallam
هي سوء
leads to darkness and leads to harm and leads to corruption. And it's absolutely, we have no doubt in this.
يومئذ
The day in which the day in which those who disobeyed the messenger,
الأخرى كلها ممن خالف من أمة
including Muslims who don't follow the leadership of the Prophet ﷺ,
الكافرين على ظهر
then anyone who disobeyed the messenger, they will wish
كفروا وعصوا الرسول
that the earth would swallow them up, or they would just be leveled into the earth.
هذه الدعوة دولا وشعوبا أفرادا وجماعات فلم يؤمن بالله
Anyone who doesn't believe in Allah and follow Muhammad ﷺ, they will have the greatest regret when the truth is manifest.
يود لو تسوى به الأرض فلقد نبيتم.
And you've been told,
من
there are, as you heard, there's people who have wealth,
ويجد المتنفس
they have all the facilities, they have all the hospitals, they have all the health service, they have everything is paid for, everything is provided.
نقودا ودولارات فوق ذلك في كل شهر ثم يطلبون
But in spite of that, they want to end their own lives.
الرقم الثامن عشر في دول
Sweden is the 18th in terms of countries that commit suicide the most, or the people commit suicide the most.
ملايين العالم فيها نسبة الانتحار
There's only 10 million people in Sweden, but many of those are people that commit suicide.
حيث العلاج المجاني
All the material things are there,
حيث
and all that you can get whatever you want.
الانتحار فيها فوالله ما تحتاج الأمة والعالم والبشر إلى
But
مجرد
humans don't need
العلاج
those things as much as they need
إلى
for their hearts to be filled with La ilaha illallah. And they need to follow Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's what the humans need. And if you don't have that, then it doesn't matter what you have on this earth. It doesn't matter what wealth you have. It doesn't matter what status you have. It doesn't matter what you have. It will be of no avail if you don't have La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. His kingdom is eternal. Other people's dominion comes and goes. His kingdom remains forever. And look at the person who Allah guided amongst lots of darkness and brought him to this place. And he praises Allah to be here because he realizes he experienced disbelief and experienced the society of disbelief. He experienced that darkness and he was blessed with La ilaha illallah. And Allah guided him. And then he came to this place. And he thanks Allah for the existence of Islam in this place. The truth of Islam, the reality of Islam. And just as we've been blessed with Islam and Iman, may Allah increase us. And as He's blessed us with afiyah, with well-being, may Allah complete that upon us. We want to see, let us see the thousands that will come out of the constriction of this life and into the expansion of the next life, and expansion of the Islam, the expansion of the truth. And the one who lives longer will see that. The blessing of the one Allah chose to be the guide of all mankind. Abul Qasim, the son of Abdullah, the son of Amina bint Wahb, the one who is beloved to Allah, the one who's blessed by Allah. No one exists in his kingdom like him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the kingdom of Allah. Muhammad is the master of all, the Imam of all people. So we need to understand these realities. We are the Ummah of the Isrā and Mi'raj. We need to realize what the Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq said. If he said it, then it's true. If he said it, it's true. He is the truthful one. So beware of just following blindly whatever goes, whatever comes and goes. Beware of the fire that Allah describes in His fire. May Allah protect us from the fire. Allah protect us and our families and our children and our progeny and descendants. Because many people are destined for the fire. In the 40 days of the Dajjal is on the earth, many people will enter the fire. The first day is 40 days. The first day is like a year. The second day is like a month. And the third day is like a week. And the rest of the days are like ordinary days. But millions in that short period will enter the fire. Na'udhu from amongst the Muslims. And all because of this delusion. And all out of desire for the food that the Dajjal possesses. And the wealth that the Dajjal possesses. And all they found is loss and fire and punishment. Na'udhu billah. We take refuge in Allah from that tribulation. May Allah protect us all from that fitna, Ya Allah.
المغارب يا الله وإلى متى تذكرون
You're always reminded. You're always
تأتيكم
told. You're told the same message is repeated time and time again.
سلفنا على مدى القرون له يذكرون وإليه يشيرون
That's the same message.
ولا ملجأ إلى شيء في العالم من أفكار وتطورات كما يسمونها تنقذ في الدنيا ولا في الآخرة.
Who is the Lord of this life and the next?
أتدري أن الله هل تعظن أن الله سلم قطعة من الأرض ليس الأرض كلها لتكون ملكا
Do you think anyone has any dominion independently of Allah on the earth? Even like a small piece of earth, does it belong to anyone other than Allah?
أيحسبون أن ما نمدهم به من مال وبنين
Do people think that what Allah gives them of wealth and children, do you think that's good for them? No, it's not. It's just to take them further astray and keep them further into sin.
وما أموال
Your wealth and your children, they do not bring you closer to Allah.
والذي لا يقربكم عندنا
So what benefit is it?
ما مقدار
What use is it?
ما مقدار تحصيل الخير من ورائه الذي لا يقربكم عندي إيش معكم فيه
What benefit is it?
وما أموالكم ولا أولادكم بالتي تقربكم عندنا زلفى إلا من آمن وعمل صالحا.
Only the ones who believe and do good works, they're the ones that get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
وأفكارهم لكن ما سيبوها للفجار ولا تركوها للعب الكفار اتبعوا المنتقى المختار المصطفى للإله الغفار
Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad.
العابد لله
The one who worshipped Allah in absolute clarity. He says, this is my path, I call to Allah, I and those who follow me. I call to Allah with insight, I and those who follow me.
على بصيرة أنا ومن اتبعني وسبحان الله يضل من يشاء ويهدي من يشاء وما أنا من المشركين وما أرسلنا قبلك إلا رجالا من أهل القرى أفلم يسيروا
Allah asks us, do they not walk on the earth and see the end result of those who opposed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
حكمة الله شدائد وظروف وشؤون حتى إذا استيأس الرسل وظنوا أنهم قد كذبوا جاءهم
And just when it seemed like the messengers had been defeated, Allah's victory came. Allah's victory came, Allah's support came.
من الذي بيرد باسي وقوتي وبطشي عن المجرمين في حضارة بتمنى
Who can defend themselves from and ward off the punishment of Allah? Any worldly thing,
في قصور بتمنعهم مني
any technology, any
من يمنعهم مني
material thing, nothing will defend, nothing will ward off the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
وإذا أراد الله بقوم سوءا فلا مرد له وما لهم من دونه من وال فنسألك يا والي
We ask Allah, your creator,
تصرف
to
العسى عنا
protect us from any harm and give some victory to this deen and to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
اصرف العدوى والعسوى والبلاء عنا كما يفتح الله للناس
When Allah opens the door of mercy, no one can close it. And when Allah stops the mercy coming, no one can bring it. He is the mighty, He is the wise.
ويخوفونك بالذين من
Can Allah not take care of His servant and remove the harm from His servant?
يضلل
The
الله
one who Allah sends astray you'll find no guide for them. And and if Allah guides you, no one can send you astray.
لا من الأنفس ولا من شياطين الإنس والجن ولا من أحد من أهل الشرق والغرب
Ya Allah.
يقول سبحانه ومن يهد الله فما له من مضل إن الله عزيز ذو انتقام أليس الله بعزيز ذو انتقام قل يا قوم اعملوا على مكانتكم إني عامل كل يمشي وراء خلفيته ووراء مرجعيته وأنا جيت بأمر من عند الرب خالق كل شيء والمرجع إليه اعملوا على مكانتكم إني عامل فسوف تعلمون من يأتيه عذاب يخزيه
Who can resist the punishment of Allah and the power of Allah?
يقول الله قل للذين يريدون الهداية والثواب رب العالمين
Allah sent down to us the way, the path, the methodology that all we have to do is follow it. Allah sent down this book, and it's up to us, for us, whether we follow or whether we turn away from it. Allah takes the souls when they're caused to die. These in this there are signs for people that reflect. Did they find people to intercede for them other than Allah? And these intercessors possess nothing. Allah is the only one that can allow people to intercede, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that everyone will return to Him. And there's a big difference between the believers and the non-believers. The believers are those who find comfort and find tranquility in the remembrance of Allah. Whereas the disbelievers, they don't like the remembrance of Allah. They don't like the mention of the Prophet ﷺ. Allah is the creator of the heavens and the earth, the originator of the heavens and the earth. And He will judge between you will judge between your servants, Ya Allah. No one will have any say in this affair except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when it all comes to an end. No humans and no organizations and nothing. What? Why should we fear the technology and the things that they have? Allah is the one that will judge. Allah is the one that takes care of everything. Anyone who rejects this call and turns away from this call and follows their desires, you find that there's an emptiness that they can't fill, as we had before. Even if those who had wronged themselves had everything in the earth and everything that it contains, what benefit would it be? They would sacrifice it in order to save themselves, but they wouldn't be able to do that. Take the technology, take the gold, take the oil, take the everything they have. When they saw the reality of things, they would sacrifice all that just for the sake of salvation. Some people will see the Prophet ﷺ, some people won't. Some people will drink from the pool, some people won't. Some people will enter Jannah, some people won't. To prepare for this most serious of futures. Prepare for that day. prepare with the strength of Iman in order to free Bayt al-Maqdis and to give the victory to Allah and His Messenger. Stay in a state of obedience to Allah, avoid that which is displeasing to Allah. That's what's needed. That's only where it comes from. Obedience to Allah. There's no khilafah, there's no freeing of Palestine or Jerusalem without obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the sunnah of Allah. That's the pattern that Allah placed in the creation. If they only believed and had taqwa, Allah would pour His blessings upon them. But they disobeyed and disbelieved. This is Allah's decree. What more could you want? What more could you hope for to be with the beloved Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam on the Day of Judgment? No, all it is just acting according to what we've been told and what we know. Let us cleanse our homes from those things which are displeasing to Allah. Follow the way of Allah. Follow the methodology of Allah. Who is better than Allah for people who have certainty in Him? So we find comfort in the dhikr of Allah, find tranquility in the remembrance of Allah. That's why these gatherings have been established, and that's why the ziyarah of Nabi al-Ahud has been established in Sha'ban. The words that we mention. All we want is our hearts to be attached to Allah and His Messenger, and the people of truth. They only got power over us in our lands because they had power over our hearts, because they had control of our hearts. Allah will give strength to those that support Him. Allah asks again and again, did they not travel in the earth and see the fate of those who came before? Fir'aun and Ad and Thamud, all these nations that came and went. Do we not take a lesson from that? The same thing that happened to them will happen to the same people that follow their path. It's the same. History just repeats itself again. Allah destroyed them. It wasn't the prophets that destroyed them. And the prophets just did their job, conveyed the message. Allah is the one that destroyed those peoples. And anyone who rejects the truth will have the same fate. This is because Allah is the protector and the Lord of those who believe, and He is not. Whereas those who disbelieve have no protector, no master. Allah will enter those who believe and do good works into gardens under which streams flow. The disbelievers will have short-lived pleasure, and they will then enter the fire. That's the truth. So understand this and stand up and do your job.
وتكون من أهل جواره ونعيمه في دار كرامته في جنته.
Be amongst the troops of Allah on this earth. And don't surrender to your desires and to your caprice and to your lower self. Stand up for Allah.
جنود الرحمن بالصدق والإخلاص والإيقان والعمل بما جاء به سيد الأكوان.
Allah make us firm upon the truth and upon the best of paths. Protect us from all deviance. And may Allah make all those who are present and listening amongst those who receive your direct and perfect care. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. No eye of ours be deprived of seeing the face of the Prophet Muhammad in this life and the next. And the Yawm al-Qiyamah. Ya Allah. So let's all see him and shake his hand and kiss his hand and drink from his pool. Drink from after which we'll never be thirsty. Let's all be under the shade of his banner. Ya Allah. Ya Kareem. Ya Allah. Let's be with him in paradise, every one of us, with the best of his servants. Ya Allah. Without any previous difficulty or punishment or trial or account or fear or any terror or anything. Remove every difficulty before paradise. Make easy for us the path to paradise. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. We raise our hands, the hands of neediness to you, and you're the one who can give, and you're the one who's independent. Ya Allah. Ya Rabb.
كثير منا التوى عليه الوهم والظلام فتجند لغيرك خلصه من ذلك ورده من جندك رده إلى جندك هيئه لنيل محبتك وودك فقد حبيبك وعبدك
Ya Allah, Ya Kareem. No one better that you can call upon. There's no one better than you can ask. There's no one better than you can turn to. Ya Allah. He is Allah. He is Allah. Allah.
إليه توجهت له سألت على بابه وقفت معركة محبوبين عنده له الحمد والمن الله قبلنا يا رب
Accept all of us and do not turn any of us away, Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Ya Allah.
حتى يظفر بمحبتك وودك ويرافق حبيبك وعبدك.
Ameen, Ya Allah. We'll be in the company of your Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You're the one who responds to our call. You're the one who's close. You're the one who can give whatever he wants. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Say it with adab and say it with brokenness and say it with neediness. He is the one that hears you. He's listening. He sees you. He gazes at what's in your heart. Call upon his kindness. Call upon his compassion. You're the only one who has power. You're the only one that has any say in the affair. Ya Allah. You're calling and he is responding.
الاضطرار ما لنا إلا هذا الغفار إن لم ينظر إلينا ويل لنا ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا.
We have wronged ourselves, and if you don't show us mercy and show us forgiveness, we'll be amongst the losers.
ولا عند الوفاة ولا في
Don't allow any of us to be among the losers in the next life, Ya Allah. Make us amongst those who are successful.
جعلنا مع
Make us with the master of all messengers, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Ya Allah.
يا الله واملأ قلوبنا شوقا
And fill our hearts with love for him and longing for him.
حتى ندخل في بمحض فضلك
Ya Allah. Ya Allah.
يا الله 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 يا الله. اجعلنا وإياهم من جندك وأهل
Make us amongst those who honor that covenant and those who are in the company of your beloved Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.